Yo, what's up, gamers? Aaron Shack here. Hope everyone's doing well today. We are going to check out the Xbox Developer Direct. I'm going to actually chill over here because sometimes chat will have something crazy on stream. But yeah, we got a couple minutes before the Xbox Developer Direct 2024 starts. We know that Ninja Theory, MachineGames, Oxide, and Obsidian Entertainment are all planning to talk about their various games. I think the big ones will be Indiana Jones and Hellblade II. So, I mean, they've been very clear about like what's going to be talked about today. Avowed is the big game that Obsidian is talking about. I mean, basically, think of it this way. Obsidian is the developer that did Fallout New Vegas, and they are basically about to give us their take on Elder Scrolls, which they had done a pitch for several years ago, and they were like, "Hey, you saw what we cooked with New Vegas, would you let us give Elder Scrolls a try?" And then, they were just like, "No." So now they're doing their own thing, and they're going to give it their own best shot here. I'm going to refresh just in case. Okay. But yeah, let me know what you think in the chat. If you have any predictions or anything, let me know. And gamers, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter. Having a lot of conversations and exclusive stuff over there. We're going to be doing some live streams. One of our episodes of the Shackcast will actually be live on Twitter Spaces. No predictions, but I do think this will be an interesting one. Yeah, absolutely. And let me show you what I'm cooking. I got something new here. Oh, what's that? Yeah, that's fancy for whenever we want to bring stuff up. But yeah, I do think this is going to be an interesting one. I mean, Hellblade is one. Hellblade 2, they've been teasing this for like several years now. MachineGames, I know they did like a teaser for Indiana Jones, and so like all we've known is that there's a new Indiana Jones being made by the developer that does like, Wolfenstein, right? Obsidian, of course, like I said, we know them really well for Fallout New Vegas. And they're coming in with Avowed. And then Oxide here, they're coming in with that Aura History Untold, which I think that one was kind of like a what is it? Maybe some type of real-time strategy city builder type thing happening where you play through different eras of history. Yeah, Hellblade's worth getting into. VR though. I don't know about that one in VR. I feel like Hellblade is like God of War. I mean, it's that type of experience. I don't know how well that would hit in VR, but I don't know. Could be right, could be wrong. Ooh, that looks clean. Look at that. Let's see how this message holds up. Look at that. Even when it's like a lot of text, it's like several sentences. It seems to space everything out. But yeah, I would recommend Hellblade. I remember the day it came out, I played it in one sitting, and I was just blown away. I couldn't stop playing. I like this. I like this little thing a lot. It's a dope feature. It's gonna be great whenever we're having conversations and want to bring up reactions and stuff like that. So I might use it during the show. So gamers, definitely, voice your opinions in the chat if you have questions or comments or whatever. Let me know. All right, let's full screen it. I'm definitely not interested in what the live stream chat has to say. They're always crazy and unhinged. You never know what they're gonna say. They're saying wild stuff. What's up, Angry Moose? How you doing? Yeah, definitely. If you have the opportunity to check out Hellblade, and play it with headphones. You have to. It's literally built for like having your headphones on. Like, the audio is so immersive. It's incredible. Yeah, this is all about developers showcasing their games. We've been told what the games are ahead of time, so no disappointments here. You can't be mad that they didn't show something that you wanted to see, because they were very clear about what's here. Now, that's not to say there won't be surprises, but just focus on what's guaranteed here. Sure. Yeah, man, it's always wild, man, on YouTube or Twitch. You go on these official pages and you get the fanboys and the console warriors going back and forth. People, saying crazy stuff that I don't want to show on stream. So, yeah, it's wild stuff. I'm interested, man. Xbox has been, buying up studios and adding to their, repertoire here, and it's about time that we see, some of these games that are coming from these studios. All right, I guess Obsidian's up first with Avowed. Sure, my audio's up all the way. Okay.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world,
Arabic
where you must put a stop
captions.
to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different.
Outer Worlds
we
was
set out
dope
to blend
too.
the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world.
What does that mean?
And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun.
Did I just see a deflection?
Action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG.
Magic wands, dual wielding.
Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat.
What?
We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks.
Parries, okay. Dude, look at the way those
spells look. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot.
Oh no!
To help with the different encounters
it does look pretty,
we
right?
provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. equip a sword and shield, and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage.
That's crazy.
You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter
Does
them.
anyone dual-wield wands?
We've worked
Is
hard
this
to
the
keep you
first time
constantly
we're
engaged
seeing
as
this?
battles unfold, by
I don't
creating
think
the
I've
balance
ever
between
seen
pressure
dual-wielding
and
wands.
manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound
looks
consequences.
pretty.
Like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the
I
Living
know they're
Lands.
not like a
As
graphics
you're
first
exploring, you come
studio.
across the bodies of these
but-
fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's
Have
up
we
to
ever
you to
seen it,
determine
like,
who,
in
if
any
anyone,
media
is at
ever?
fault.
Like this
Just
might
like
be the first
four of us.
time anywhere.
Lanu, Kiri,
I know it's
Naoki,
never been in the game,
and
but
me.
like,
training under Captain Ruiki, trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here, take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for
anime
them.
shows. Okay.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and
You know what?
gray
I take
areas,
back
trusting
what I
players
said
to make
about the
tough
graphics.
decisions
Look
in
at the lip
complicated
syncing
situations.
and the
My squad
facial
and I rested in the cave by the
animations.
water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips.
I mean,
I
it
was so
does look a
surprised.
little wonky, but
It was so
it
dark.
does look good.
just got
I take
separated
it
from
back.
everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone.
Also, we're seeing
But I
like
have to know if
next
anyone else
gen
made it.
dreads here
Of course he did.
in like
Sergeant
every
Usui
game
never
now.
has a thought he won't say out
Everybody's
loud.
sporting
So what did he
dreads
tell you?
now. Because the
That
tech,
Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid?
the tech is
that I was a
finally
dumb
caught
baby?
up, man.
I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Usui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the
Conversation
story he's told
history.
you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave.
Yeah, I dig it.
I'll take the
What's up,
badges.
Derpy? How you
Going
doing?
back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice,
Ooh.
then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful. We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience. By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can
think
better
that's
deliver
why I
complex
enjoyed the
emotional
Outer Worlds
experiences
so
for our
much. It
players.
did this.
The Living Lands is a continent of untamed
did that
valleys
same
with
type
widely
of
varied
design
biomes,
philosophy.
from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes, and each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes.
Yeah.
All of the regions have a lot of special
Look at this
things
guy's
associated with
mustache.
them, but I have a
Magical.
deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're
Okay.
wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis,
Oh.
there's the opportunity there
like
for
that.
life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
All right. Yeah, I like this parry system. There's dodges. You know, it feels like a modern take on Skyrim, but it's also Obsidian, right? So we know what they've done with the Outer Worlds. We know what they've done with Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know. I don't know that it's going to go to PlayStation, man. This is, this is Xbox acquiring these studios, and, they spent billions at this point on buying some of these properties. So unfortunately, I don't think they will be shared. Oh, we're looking at Hellblade 2 next. What's up, Hunter? It's kind of, you know, it's a case-by-case basis, you know. Some games will be put in certain places, but given that nothing's been said,
Hi, I'm Don Matthews,
I
studio
would
head
expect
here
it
at
to be
Ninja Theory in
exclusive
Cambridge,
to
UK.
Xbox and PC.
We're now in the final months of development on Senua Saga Hellblade II, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Interesting.
Do you see how the pitiless world stamps you down?
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people.
Interesting.
In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework. And
Yeah,
then
she
building more
definitely
serial
embodied
elements
the
on
role,
top.
man. That's
Senua
I
faced
dig
up
that
to
too, man.
giants
That's
who
dope.
have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Joiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Okay.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul
why I
Fletcher
said
at the University of
gotta
Cambridge,
play it with the
as well as
headphones.
people with lived experience.
Appreciate
of
the
psychosis.
subscription. Hope you're enjoying the content on the channel. Checking out the Xbox Showcase 2024.
Players will find themselves traversing
Developer
beautiful
Direct.
and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level.
Yikes.
With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time
So in
planning
other
the
words,
motion
they're
capture
about
shoots,
to top
thinking
the
of
original.
what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
Yikes.
One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it.
Yeah,
It does feel
it's going to
very
feel
different from the
very
first game,
immersive.
but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey.
Yeah, she's just barely hanging
We want
on,
the player
man.
to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage,
Aww.
our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything.
so cool.
It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion
Yeah,
to
you
help
definitely
suspend
gotta
your
hit up the
disbelief
first
and pull
game.
you into Senua's story.
I might need to
we were lucky
replay
enough
it.
to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to
Oh
be there.
my
The
gosh,
sense
I
of
want to
scale,
go.
everything
Look at how
is
gorgeous
incredible.
it is. I
And
would
you see
love
a scene
to
or
go
you see
hiking
a small
there.
section of the game, and you're like, yeah, that works. That's
'Cause
amazing.
they based a lot of Death Stranding environments off of that too.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices he hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little
Spatial
things within
audio.
the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
What will they do to her? What will we do to us?
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them. We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really
from the Game
connects with the
Awards?
game
That
and
was
elevates
crazy.
it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all
See, that's
creates
how
a
they
very
record
immersive
the
and very
audio,
special and
dude.
unique
It's
experience.
it gets in your head, man. That's why you have to play with headphones.
Our
It's
mission
not,
here at
not
Ninja
an
Theory
option,
is
dude.
to
You have
craft
to play with
life-changing
headphones.
art with game-changing tech.
'Cause they
And
are
that's our aim in
they are
Senua Saga.
whispering in your
Hellblade
ear
2
and
is
they're
to not
swirling
only
around
see
you,
where
and all
Senua
the
goes
sounds are
next,
just
but to deliver something
everywhere.
really
It's
meaningful
such an
for our
immersive
players.
experience.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the
cool.
love, care, and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey, a journey that you can embark on May 21st.
I dig it. May 21st. How much time you got to hit up the first game? And I guess I probably need to run it again. It's been a while. Uh-oh. Square Enix. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a surprise announcement here. Telling you guys, Xbox is expanding into the Japanese market. They've been trying really hard.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説 Visions of Mana の情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに、個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG として これまでに17作発売され、長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
Pretty cool.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。
Oh, he's so cute!
聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から、自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分をしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する、海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。
Dude, this game has an art
石井さんが
style
新たに考案して
too,
くださっていま
and
す。
I'm here for it. It's pretty dope looking.
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジロによく似た仙山峰や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
Got a serious jump
もう
too.
一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Action RPG.
空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。
I've never played these games, but this looks
本作
cool.
ならではの特徴として、
Wait, those
聖剣伝
ducks
説
with
シリ
like
ーズではおな
war
じみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器
soldier
を使う
helmets.
とバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックリンにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
This summer. Okay. No, that's dope. That's not really my wheelhouse or my thing, but it does look cool, and I think Xbox needs that. I think they need Square Enix titles. Oh, they're going over to Oxide here. Yeah, they gotta save Indy for the big finale, unless they have another secret up their sleeve. I don't know. We'll see.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same.
It looks good.
With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features.
Okay.
Rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
Oh man, they might have me on this
we
one.
needed deep
This
systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
Right?
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might. Scientific advancement.
Oh my god, those battles.
The choice is
Wait,
theirs.
Gundams? And Metal
Ara,
Gears?
There are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza, They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Interesting.
Crafting
Not
plays
something
out in
we
Ara
see
at
a lot.
national scale, with players
genre.
honing and combining the natural resources they
This
harvest
looks gorgeous.
into all manner of goods and components. Those are
Is
the
this coming
foundation
to
for everything,
Xbox
from
consoles
international
or just
trade
PC?
to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Ara just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not easy sifting
like
through
having to
all
wait
of
your
history
turn,
and picking
yeah.
what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh
Well, I've
perspective, so
kind
we
of
looked at cultures
preferred
and
Age of
societies
Empires
throughout
for the
millennia with
longest
the
time.
broadest lens possible.
Where this approach
could
really
be
shines
interesting.
is in our leaders. Leaders are so
Boudica,
often seen
Genghis
as
Khan.
military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different
Sappho
forms.
in
They're
Greece.
thought leaders, scientific
Desiree.
and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Copernicus, Confucius.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special
Wow.
abilities determined by
So
their personality
cool.
traits,
I
as well
dig
as a
this.
powerful and unique leader trait, informed by their
Leader
contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from
You
the
have a
people we're
hammock
making
under
Ara
a
for.
desk? That's
You-
kind of dope.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive
Oh my
and
God.
disruptive. We knew we should probably
The
make a
guy
change when one of our
attacked by, like,
insiders
a
made a forum post that was just,
entire species of cougars.
Cougars!
someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to
Why is
report,
there,
based
like,
on more recent feedback,
20
that I
of
think
them?
we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
All right.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Ara is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On
Okay.
behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Ara and to create your own history.
Actually, kind of hyped about that. PC only though. It's interesting. I've seen a lot of games in that genre work on console, but here I'm really interested in going that way, I guess. All right, is it time for indie? Oh man. All right, here we go, dude. I've been waiting since like, I don't know, 2008, Emperor's Tomb. Oh my
Hej
gosh.
och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos MachineGames. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will
Okay.
see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives
Oh, no.
up to
Is
the
it
proud
first
legacy
person?
of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at MachineGames. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning, instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me. Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
So it looks like some elements might be third person.
I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then.
Oh no, I'm not sold on the first person. This looks perfect. It looks gorgeous.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chukulimani. The Great Circle.
That's it. Great Circle.
You have any idea how old that was?
That's a pretty solid impersonator too. Like
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people.
Sounds very
Everyone
similar.
here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at MachineGames, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, interactive
they have
world
to
we
pitch
built.
us on the first person.
We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle
I like
is set
that,
between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
Okay.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College.
Kind of vague.
He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
I dig it.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure, with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
Wow.
We look carefully at each location and the time
Globe-trotting
period
adventure.
the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music.
Right?
John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game
That's a really
and making
good
a movie.
sign.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
It's
We always
crazy
love
how
our
much they
villains.
captured
I think we might
his
have found our
likeness.
favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits,
I think
you got
Indiana's
India's most
stuff,
iconic tool.
Indiana Jones has always
Just like you
had
see in the
female
movies, one of our goals
companions.
has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purpose as
Yeah,
possible.
I don't
We
think
want
there's
it
a single
integrated
movie
into
where
every
he's
aspect of the game.
ever
You can
been
use it as a
fully
traversal
solo.
tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction.
How you
And
doing
yes,
though,
you
Shrimp?
can absolutely use it in combat. Everything
That's
you'd
pretty
expect
cool
from
with
Indy's
the whip.
And hopefully a little bit
Just,
more.
I'm not sold on the first person thing.
Puzzles
I
are
just,
a key feature in our game.
I
The
knew
spirit
it
of
would
discovery
happen
is
because
so
it's
important
Machine
to
Games
Indiana
and
Jones.
that's what they do,
Obviously,
but
there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a
I
lot of
just
puzzles
really
are
hope
optional
that they
and are just
do
there for
third
the players who
person.
want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
oh,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
oh, not the sand.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these rollercoaster experiences with huge set pieces,
I'm cautiously
surprising
hyped.
twists, and immersive narratives.
I don't know.
It's
I gotta watch
exciting
this
for us
like
that we
4 or
have been able
5
to stay
times.
so true to the Indiana
I don't
Jones
know.
franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making
Yeah.
a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of.
Absolutely.
I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
God, what are you doing back there, bro? $2024 Xbox, PC, Game Pass. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a thing. It's Indiana Jones. You want to see the guy. You want to see him. And it's the same thing with Cyberpunk. It's like you're creating this character through an RPG and you're customizing your character. You want to see your character.
Should I take one?
You know, in a way, it doesn't matter how immersive it is. You know. Yeah, why does every game have
Our
to be
mission
first
here at Ninja
person?
Theory
I
is to craft
don't get it.
life-changing art with game-changing
That's not
tech.
the only way to make horror and other things
Core to the
immersive.
vision of Ara is our
But
philosophy
I mean, that's
of
what
rule how
Machine
you
Games is
want to
good
rule.
at. You know, they're the Wolfenstein team.
Stay happy.
I mean, it makes sense, but
Creating
yeah,
an
like why
immersive
not get us
experience like
optional?
Avowed is
You
anchored
know,
in the
let's
world we
let's
build.
do both. But that is a lot harder
You aren't
to
just
engineer that
playing
game.
as Indy, you are Indiana
To
Jones.
do all the animations and it's almost like making 2 separate
今
games.
作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
If you want it done right, you know. I don't know, that's the one I'm most hyped about, but man, it's I don't know. They really hit me I actually think all the games that they showed look really dope. Yeah, they're doing a reveal for Elder Scrolls Online. If you guys want to check that out, you can head over to Twitch and see what that's all about. But that's the end of the 2024 Developer Direct from Microsoft. So we kind of got an idea here of what's coming to Xbox this year. These are some of the big titles that we either haven't seen much at all or haven't seen anything at all. So we had some good surprises today. Let me know what you guys are into. Yeah, I don't know about first person though. For Indiana Jones, that's still my biggest doubt until I get hands-on with the game. But I mean, there's part of it where I'm like, it works, and then there's part of it where it's like, I kind of just wish I could see him. Like, I can still be the character without it being first person. Like, you can still insert the player. Like, Grand Theft Auto has done it for decades at this point, where they literally immerse you in these characters, and they don't have to force you into first person to make you feel immersed like you are that character and you're living that person's life and you're making decisions through their eyes. So I don't know. I feel like the fact that they had to come in and over-pitch it to us was because they knew that people were not going to react very well to that. But I have to say at the same time that we can't really be surprised because it is MachineGames. So, I mean, it feels like Surprise Pikachu meme if you're like shocked by this information, which I kind of am. But at the same time, I also kind of just know what to expect here. All right, gamers, I want to thank you for watching this. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, check me out on Twitter. Have some content out over there. And one of the big things I'm going to do is the next Shackcast, one of the next episodes that I have booked, we're going to do a Twitter Spaces over there live. And then I have a Shackcast episode booked for Monday. I'll have more info on that soon. So once again, thank you all for watching. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you guys tonight for Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Bye.